Great performance, disappointing result. I'm going to explain exactly why I think that. Big up. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Share the video everywhere as well. And listen, today, now that the dust has settled and, there's a lot of time that has passed since the game happened, we can speak with a bit more cooler mind and we can address what happened. Obviously, this video is dropping on the Sunday, so we're going to explain what happened yesterday in the game against Fulham. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Share the video everywhere. And listen, let's just get this party started. I want to start off with the positives today. And I feel like this is very important because I will address the negatives in the second part of the video, but let me start with the positives first. First of all, we have to all chapeau, respect Ryan Gravenberch. I think it is a disrespect if I give Ryan Gravenberch 10 out of 10 today, because he was 11 out of 10. He was 12 out of 10. He was 13 out of 10. He was absolutely unstoppable. And what made this performance even extra special is the fact that he was unbelievable at center back. He was unbelievable inverting. He was unbelievable in the 6. He was unbelievable in the 8. Everywhere Ryan Gravenberch went today, he was just on it. There was nothing that Ryan Gravenberch did that I can criticize, not even one bit today. Even if I wanted to nitpick, I can't, because the guy had an absolutely flawless performance. I saw earlier on Liverpool's Twitter that he actually won man of the match, and rightfully so. He was our man of the match because the guy had an outstanding performance. And Ryan Gravenberch is sort of maturing and coming to his own as an absolutely unbelievable player. And I don't think it's a crazy opinion to say or think that Ryan Gravenberch is probably been the best midfielder in the world, definitely in the league. Maybe him and Caicedo are the only one that can really talk to each other, but he had a performance and a half today. And even in a bad result like this, which we're going to get to in a second, even in a bad result like this, you've got to show respect to the likes of Gravenberch, who absolutely cooked, who had a performance and a half. So respect to Ryan Gravenberch because he was elite. I've got to give a special mention as well to Dominic Szoboszlai. I feel like ever since Szoboszlai realized that Elliot's back, he started playing football again. Like, oh, let's play football now. Yes, Dominic. Yes, play football, brother. Play football, Habibi. It's time. Even today in the first half, he created probably the most dangerous chance with his cross to Luis Diaz. Diaz should have done better with the header, should have scored it, but that's beside the point. Szoboszlai ran probably 800 kilometers today. I think Szoboszlai could eat like 17 pizzas and it still wouldn't like have more calories than how much he ran today. The guy ran so much and put in so much effort today defensively going forward, and his passing was a lot better. He played a passing behind to Gakpo as well when Gakpo cut in. Probably should have had a penalty as well when Gomez was tackled by Kenny Tete. So all of those, like, he's starting attacks, he's kind of growing into his own, and his performances are matching kind of what we saw from the start of last season, where we were all looking at Szoboszlai from a more positive perspective than maybe we do now. But he's earning that back step by step with his performances, because he's performed at an absolutely incredible level. And for me, I give Gravenberch 10 out of 10 maximum score, and I give Szoboszlai probably a 9.5, 9 out of 10. And those two for me were the best two players on the pitch, and I have to give them massive respect. And the third person I'm going to give respect to is Arne Slot. Look, we can do results-based analysis. We can. And that's why I am going to say that it was a disappointing result. However, performance-based analysis, whether people like it or not, Arne Slot coached to win, ladies and gentlemen. Arne Slot 100% coached those players to a win. The way that he switched his style, he switched his system multiple times. First, he played Gravenberch at center back. Then he played 3 at the back. He done multiple different things in-game adjustments, and he coached to win. He genuinely coached to win. The fact that we're disappointed as Liverpool fans that we didn't get the 3 points with 10 men for 75 minutes shows you the mentality and the audacity of Arne Slot to bring on forwards when it was 1-1 with 10 men shows me that the guy is a willing risk taker. He's happy to take risks. He wants to attack. He wants to get the 3 points. And he's not looking at it from more of a defensive perspective, even though maybe today he had all the right to. I mean, if it was 1-1 and he decided to go more defensive, it's not like you can blame the guy, so he went more offensive. And he had the ambition to get the 3 points out of the game. That's why those 3 for me deserve the most credit today. Gravenberch, flawless performance. Szoboszlai, back to probably, this for me was probably the best performance I've seen of Szoboszlai in a Liverpool shirt in a real long time, maybe since Leicester in the Carabao Cup last season. And Arne Slot, who for me coached to win. And I guess this is where, maybe we're going to address a little bit of the negatives. This is where now maybe the disappointing result part comes into it. By the way, guys, if you've made it this far, like, subscribe, and do check out our live content as well. Look, and this is something I feel like we have to talk about. I can go like, I'm proud of the boys and I'm proud of the performance, but at the same time be disappointed in the result. And I feel like this is where I'm at with it, because I can't separate them. I'm so proud of the performance, the fact that we came back twice with 10 men and that you kept attacking and that you kept going. That's something I'm completely proud of. But it's just the result that we didn't get. And listen, we've been in title races with Pep Guardiola, with Man City, with Arsenal, with whoever. We've seen it before. Sometimes these draws are the real killers. It's not even the losses. It's not even a 1-0 loss at home to Forest, because that could happen to anyone. It's those little draws, the draw to Fulham, the draw to Newcastle. These little draws, they always end up building up and building up and building up and costing you in the end. I mean, probably when it's May time, we might be looking at this draw. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're announced champions at the time. But you look back at a game like this and you go like, man, if we only beat Fulham at home. If only we beat Fulham at home. And this is one of the things that irritates me from a result perspective, not performance perspective. Now, I see people scapegoating Diaz online. I mean, they're showing a still image like this. They're showing kind of the still image and going like, oh, if only he should have passed it. Yes, he probably could have passed it. He probably could have scored in that moment. But I feel like it's very unfair for us to scapegoat Diaz or Gakpo or Salah or Nunez or Jota. You cannot talk about any forward today. I don't think the reason why we didn't win the game is the forwards or the midfielders. I think it's strictly the defenders. I'm going to explain now why in a second. But for me, it's very unfortunate that I see people kind of talking about the forward line when really the forward line wasn't really the problem, in my opinion. I think the forward line all played some played above average, some played good, some played very good, like a Jota when he came on, unbelievable finish, unbelievable movement as well before the finish and to get past the Fulham centre back. But for me, I look at this game and the real reason why we did not beat Fulham are 3 players, and those are the ones that I look at maybe from a more defensive perspective: Robertson, Trent, and Quansah. Those are the 3 reasons why we did not end up beating Fulham in the game. And with Robertson, look, Robertson over the past 2 weeks has caused 2 penalties. That's as many as he caused the 6 years before that. If you can't acknowledge Robertson's decline at this point, then you're just forcing your love towards someone. We loved Henderson, but there came a point in time where we said, listen, he's not that guy. Manchester City fans, I promise you, they probably loved Kyle Walker for everything he did when he pocketed Mbappe and blah, blah, blah. But they watch Kyle Walker right now and they're like, this is not the guy that I'm used to loving. And it's kind of similar with Robertson. You guys, when you have a fullback that most of his crosses are hitting first man, he caused the penalty against Real Madrid. He caused the penalty in the game as well today. Someone will tell me, oh, he won player of the match against Girona. Yeah, that's not a good thing because I don't think anyone was unbelievable against Girona to begin with. I'm sure maybe they were confused and they just gave it to him. But his performances are on the decline. And for me, I would sign a new left back, yes. But if given the choice to start Tsimikas or start Robertson, I'm definitely choosing to start Tsimikas. And it's not an agenda. It really isn't. It's reality. The guy's simply not good enough anymore. He just isn't. And I'm not going at him and I'm not scapegoating him because I've mentioned 2 other players, but he specifically, his performances just haven't been on it or what's required, from a Liverpool fullback. Not the passing, not the shooting, not anything. It's just not crossing. And the problem is defensively as well. I mean, the moment today was just such an unforced error. The ball is played into you, have a bad first touch. Even if Wilson's running through on goal, trust Alisson to save the 1-on-1. Give Alisson your trust, Robertson. You don't need to get sent off. And hell, even if the guy scored 2-0 with 11v11, we probably have the ability to come back. You don't need to make that foul. You don't need to get yourself sent off. And that's the issue that I have with it. Trent Alexander-Arnold today was on his hero ball arc. Trent, too many times, got the ball, ping 50 yard, ping 40 yard, ping 30 yard. And I feel like that killed our momentum a little bit because every time he was just looking for the long ball, for the diagonal. You don't have to be the hero every time, Trent. You don't have to be like, I'm going to be the hero today and I'm going to play a 40-yard diagonal and Diaz is going to run in behind and score it. That's not the case. Sometimes keep it short, keep it ticking. We had 61% possession. Play some short passes. Maybe try to find the pass in behind. I understand you're a risk taker, but I feel like he took way too many risks. And for the second goal as well, he was jogging. He was jogging when Szoboszlai was busting a gut and Gravenberch was running all game long. Trent was jogging to get back for Anthony Robertson's, pass to thing. And Quansah when he came on as well. I don't know what's happened with Quansah this season. I really don't. Quansah and Konate was a conversation, you guys. It is no longer a conversation. No one that wanted Quansah to start, not me, I wanted Konate to start all along. No one that wanted Quansah to start in the past is now asking for Quansah to start again. Everyone now acknowledges Konate is the better center back. The drop off is insane. And it's like, it's certain things that just shows me he lacks the confidence and even the belief in himself. After we scored the goal, Fulham were absolutely crapping their pants. They got the ball from the kickoff and they just kicked it long. If Quansah just left it, it just goes out for a goal kick. But he heads it out to a Fulham corner, kind of kills our momentum a little bit. Just unnecessary errors today from Quansah, just not there. And even when he ran forward, maybe his crossing even wasn't there. There's nothing that really Quansah delivered at that level, for us to go like he put in a performance. Gomez and Van Dijk did, in my opinion, but the rest didn't. Those are the three I blame for the dropped points today, because in my opinion, Arne Slot coached to win, and he was let down by individual errors and individual mistakes. And that's the issue I have with the game. The performance was unbelievable. So much belief from the boys. I genuinely admire a lot of those performances. But from a result perspective, it's these draws that are killers, you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you whenever we see you.